Okay, so we're day 2 of our Mohawk Valley. Well, actually, this is day 1 of Mohawk Valley. We're at the Iroquois Museum, and the building is shaped like a lodge house. Got away from my daughter, but we're in Cavern, New York. Cavern? Something like that. What's this called? Cave, New York?
Cavern.
Cavern. Yeah, I was right. Cavern first. Which Shawnee? What was that? The Great Lodge in Ohio where we went to? It's brand new. That was pretty cool. If we gotta pay, grab this out of here and pay.
Well, why don't you just take it out of your pocket? I'm not gonna grab it.
Oh, for Christ's sake! Why does everybody gotta just do this? Here's three sisters. I'm surmising. Yep, the three sisters, corn, beans, and squash.
Oh,
of course, they didn't have plastic. They didn't have plastic back in them days, but
oh, look,
there, that's perfect. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty neat. Of course, they didn't have plastic back in the days, but hey. Can't go any farther. Well, I can go this way. There. There. Okay, here we go in. Let's see if they allow me to film. They may not. Okay. Okay. That looks like the calendar of events. Tickets sold inside. Yeah. Kinda neat.
So when we first checked out with that little, what you call it, pavilion?
Okay. Our amphitheater outside?
Yeah, there's little white squares and.
Yes.
I love it.
Right there. Okay. And when you buy a tile, if you don't want any of these tiles that are up there, you go on our website, you can go to my collection. Okay. You can pick your tile. Once you pick your tile, you'll know.
Pretty neat stuff.
Okay? So those,
Here,
give you
Ann.
the information on that.
Thank you.
I will be right with you.
It's $50.
Might want to get.
I'll be
Do they
right with
have-
you. Where are the tile?
Non-medical.
Oh.
Okay, great. Thank you so
It's
much.
on.
Oh, hold on. Tickets.
Alrighty, bye-bye.
Is there a, see if there's a,
You too.
I don't know.
Alright,
They'll
hi,
tell us.
guys.
Hi.
It's all right. 2 adults?
Yeah.
One senior
Yeah,
and
one
one
senior.
adult.
And is that for your personal use, sir?
I'm sorry?
Is that for your personal use?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Oh, I have a YouTube channel, but I don't make any money off of it.
People subscribe to.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not.
All right, we just don't want.
I'm not making-
I don't want you to show the whole museum and then nobody wants to come and see it.
Agreed. I
You know what I mean?
don't have thousands. I got 3 subscribers. And they're I don't know where in the world they're at. I don't know who they are.
Yes.
Thank you, Heather.
No worries. Would you like to print the receipt? I actually already printed it, so.
Okay.
Okay, do you guys want an introduction to the museum?
It just
I
sounds like.
guess.
Okay, do I have to be on the camera?
You don't
Can you shoot me from here up? No, I'm kidding. Then I'll see the gray.
Just eyeball, how's that?
So how old is this?
The museum itself was started in '82,
Okay.
but it was for 10 years in the old stone fort in Skagit
Okay.
on the 3rd floor. Then we
Okay.
built this building, so we opened this in '92.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have some people, so I'm going to give you guys just a minute, but I'll just give you the quick intro.
Okay.
First, we have a cat. His name's Little Boy. He loves to be loved. We just ask that you don't pick him up.
Okay.
Secondly, we have 6 live turtles downstairs in the turtle pond. They've been here since we opened this building, so
You're
they're
talking so fast.
32-year-old.
She's doing fine.
32-year-old turtles, 32-year-old plus turtles.
Okay.
And of course, you know, turtles have salmonella, so you don't touch the turtles. You just
Right.
cut the turtles.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's more for the kids. The museum goes in counterclockwise direction. That's the way the Haudenosaunee dance. The Haudenosaunee are the people of the Longhouse. We refer to them as the Iroquois. That's a
Okay.
French Algonquin term placed on the people, not very complimentary. It was kind of a nickname of another people, and we stuck
Thanks
it
for
'cause-
explaining that because we were talking about
I
that.
mean, the Iroquois language is a language group.
Okay.
Now, that's the name of that language group, but really the people that we're talking about here today are the Haudenosaunee.
Okay.
They comprised of 5 nations that joined together, I believe in the 1500s, we believe in the 1500s. The Mohawk, Onondaga, Oneida, Cayuga, and Seneca. They were in the midst of blood feuds. You know, I kill your brother, so
Yeah.
you'll kill my brother, that kind of thing. They all came together and decided to put their weapons down, and it's a confederacy. In 1722, the Tuscarora joined, because again, they're part of the same language group. They have a voice in the confederacy. To this day, they don't have a vote. This is a living, still working organization, where everybody comes together in Onondaga, which is where the fire keeper is, the tree of peace is there. And they all have a voice, and they all vote on things. Some people still do Longhouse as a religion. Other Haudenosaunee or any other religion that you can think of today. We have history, archaeology, European contact, and then the rules of the men and the women.
Okay.
Now, they would seem to be traditional rules, but again, this is a matrilineal society. So when you marry your wife, you move into her longhouse with her mother and her aunts and her sisters and cousins, and all the children are raised in that longhouse.
Okay.
So the joke is, if you're coming home from the hunt and your moccasins are out front, you pick them up and you keep on going, because everybody's taking care of but you. So women had a little bit more authority in the community. Also, the clan mothers were the ones that put the chiefs in power, and just like the children, if the chiefs got spoken to 3 times on a topic, they'd be out, new chief would be put in. So a little bit, everybody has their role, everybody has a purpose, and everybody is very important in the Haudenosaunee society.
Gotcha.
This side of the museum we change out once a year because we had a wonderful benefactor. We got to move our shop out here. This used to be our front porch.
Okay.
So now we have once a tree, which is how wood holds memory. And I didn't understand it until I saw it, and it's really great.
Okay.
Second little exhibit that we have here is Separate But Unbroken, and that's about the residential schools. Do you know anything
Okay.
about the residential schools in the
Yeah.
United States? Okay.
Sadly, yes.
Yes, okay. And it's a really good representation.
Okay.
It's short, but it's intense.
Right.
I told you about downstairs interactive museums, the turtles, the bathrooms are downstairs. We have hiking trails. We have 2 1850s cabins outside. They're locked up right now, especially because we have a fundraiser this evening, so I
Okay.
can't really go and lock them. But
That's fine.
once they moved from longhouse living, they
Yeah.
went to cabin living.
Okay.
Let us know if you have any questions. If you have any questions.
Number one, do the Iroquois or the tribes, do they have a reservation somewhere?
Yes,
Where
there's
do they go?
17 reservations right now in the
Okay.
United States and Canada.
Okay.
And that, I'll show you right here. First,
Oh, so I was going to see it anyway. Okay.
so who are we? The Haudenosaunee.
Uh-huh.
And those are the reservations that are current.
Okay.
This is where they used to be.
Okay. So I started watching a movie. What was the name of the movie again? Something. I don't know. It was
Broken
done.
Chains.
Broken
Okay.
Chain. I started watching it, but then I fell asleep.
Okay.
But anyway, this is our first. We're going up the Mohawk Valley and do all the Revolutionary War
Okay.
stuff, and thought that this would be a neat place to start off.
We actually had a group of teachers from Virginia do that this year.
Oh, cool.
So they started here on their way to
Yeah.
everywhere. Okay.
Thank you so much. You have the idea of it. There's a lot of stuff to read, but they want you to come here, so I'm just going to show you a little bit of it.
Right down the stairs.
Because they want you to come here and visit them. They tell you all about their culture.
Did you used to find arrowhead volleyball here or something? No.
Here we can come back here. Three sisters come to school hard. Excuse me.
Five nations are got together.
Ooh, that's one of them war clubs.
They all still meet on the dock.
And there's the women. I know you're not going to be able to read all this, but like I said, it's not fair for them, for me to be filming all this. And then you don't come and see it for yourself. is right down Ann's alley and stuff. Sad commentary. There's a school. There's from the school. Shame, shame, shame. You can hear the water where the turtles are. There's the Three Sisters again. Did I get that? I don't know if I got, yes, I got that. Here, this is not even getting up here. Oh, that's a neat one. How neat. Look at this ceiling. Beautiful beadwork. Look at how beautiful that is. Well, that's cool. There's turtle. I guess one of them was the Turtle Clan, probably. That's just Longhouse is what they're called, and Longhouse. There's some more paintings. Get this guy here. Oh, that's a good movie. Did you ever see that, Ann? Black Robe? That's interesting. Oh, that scared me. They're getting a lot of press lately. These little army men I used to play with.
There's nothing to be considered with my grandmother's voice.
Tato. You got, when you're done, go over and look at the one over here and Native American Indians in our culture. Look at the bottom. South Park. Oh, isn't that cute? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, my goodness, we do. Looks like a high chair for a little baby. No, look at that. Isn't that the cutest? Aww. This is very exceptional. Snowshoe. That's kind of neat, the memory keeper. And here we go, the sad part of it all. Trying to kill the Indian and save the person. Yep, that's it. Kill the Indian, save the man. Cut their hair. Not good.
Okay, that makes sense, because I was like, this is what you're talking about.
Well, might makes right. Terrible. Just friggin' terrible. I'm gonna double back and go down, well, yeah, go downstairs. I'll be down. See the turtle, see the turtle. Haven't seen the kitty cat yet. Should have went downstairs and then come back up. But I didn't. I think this is for children. There's the five-finger legs. And there we are at the Iroquois Museum. And we're going to go northwest into the valley. So the Mohawk Valley is in between the Adirondacks and the Catskill Mountains. So I'm definitely here. There's a turtle. There's one of them turtle. There's another guy. I think we are almost done. Now they have two, oh yeah, there's the cabins down there, but they're not open. We're not going to take a trail. Cabins down there. They're having a fundraiser and they're going to open them up tonight. Makes sense. Thanks for not smoking. Here's the, from this side. And I'm gonna take a walk up this way and check out their store, see if I can find a trinket for my curio bureau or whatever you call them. Oh, look at that. If Gia was here, she could tell me all about these flowers and everything. And I'm going to shut it off. That's good enough. Does he?
Yeah.
Little boy. Look how beautiful his eyes are.
Little boy.
He's doing okay.
Here we go. I got him.
It's pretty.
I got him.
Why, thank you.
Let me take your pictures. Have a good day.
So we are at Old Fort Johnson, and I'm assuming this has something to do with Sir William Johnson. Where are we at again? Don't forget, we're in New York, of course, in the Mohawk Valley at this part. There's the story there. We'll go hopefully get in and oh, look at that. Okay, they probably have verbiage in here. So they used stone houses as forts. And they're putting a new roof on this building. So we're gonna walk down this way and I guess get a picture of that. Ah! Ouch. But that's cool, but this is typical for me. Coming to a place, I don't even know if we can go get in. We're gonna go see. But that's what the fort looks like. They call them forts, but they're really strong houses. So we'll find out when this was built and by whom. History of the United States, 1973. Okay, so here's the visitor center up here. Looks like they did a nice job. That looks original. '18th century privy. That's pretty fancy. Can you go in the privy? Probably not. It's probably locked. No, it's not locked. Here you go. In the privy. Tells about it here. You can pause it to read the rest if you so much desire. If you gotta go bathroom, there it is. Oh, no, there's the real bathroom up there. You gonna go in? I'll close the door if you're not. Well, there's verbiage in there talking about it, that it's authentic. Nobody's working on it though. I hope we can get in there. I'm hoping. We'll find out. I didn't come all this way so I can't. But anyway, see what they say over here. The garden at Fort Johnson. Pretty neat.
Top 5 outhouses in America.
Whoa! It's got me. Oh, okay. Whatever. Sundial. Hopefully they allow us to go in there. Probably not. Well, visitor center. So we can find out if we can go in there. Let's get a better picture of that. But I'll bet you not. Well, you hope. You hope. There's a visitor center. Ouch. Guided tour. Thursday 7. Last tour. Well, we don't need to do a tour, do we?
That's how you get in the house.
I don't think so. I think, well, let's find out. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Good.
So, do we have to have a tour, guided
Yes,
tour?
we do guided tours.
And they are how much?
Well, we ask for a $5 donation for adults.
Okay, that's fine. Let me stop this.
Well, I don't live in Pennsylvania now.
You don't happen to be an Alan Eckert reader, do you?
Yes, I
Okay.
read
Yep.
Alan Eckert.
Yep.
From the frontiersman on over the years, but it's been many years ago.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I
Because
heard
you're
that.
from Ohio. Virtually all of our visitors from, let us say, west of Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
In the last 20 years, I have met maybe 5 people from east of Rochester who have read Alan Eckert.
Really?
But if you come from Ohio, Indiana,
Yes.
Illinois, Western Pennsylvania,
Mm-hmm.
99% you're going to be an Alan Eckert reader.
Yeah, right, right. Was
It's just the
it,
way it goes.
was the Frontiersman his first about Kenton?
Gateway to the West? No.
No, that was the
Frontiersman.
first.
Wilderness War. Wilderness War was the first one.
Okay, and that was French and Indian, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
it's
I
5,
read them all.
5, 6 in the series. I've kind of forgotten. Now.
Yeah, there was a lot.
Okay. Anyway, we have a little 7-minute introductory video. If you want
Okay.
to see that, and then we
Sure.
can go over and see the house.
Okay.
Work on that. I will figure out how to turn it
So-
on.
I noticed
so-
your restoration sign had an arrowhead on it. What is your affiliation with the Park Service
They gave us money.
to do it?
Good.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we have no affiliate. Yeah. We got a grant from the Erie Canalway National Heritage Corridor Commission, which is part of the National Park Service. They
Got it.
gave us $100,000
Cool.
or ish. Yeah, as a part of the.
Okay, so
as
here
a part
we
of
go.
the. Well, it
That's
started
Sir
out as
John Johnson.
540,000, and it's now more like 670,000. To do all that work, you see that scaffolding is just wrapping up the house. So,
Okay.
all right, let's see if this thing works.
So we're gonna learn when this all
Spanning the
started.
width of upstate New York, the Mohawk River Valley has served as the gateway to the West for centuries. Okay, there we go. I never tired of listening to that. I always ask if that all made sense, and you have
Yes,
any
it did.
sort of questions on that? You never know
No.
what makes sense to me, so. I point out this one over the fireplace is a copy of a portrait of William Johnson. It was done here by a man named Wollaston in 1750. And Johnson sent the original portrait to his father in Ireland. He wrote his father, he said he thought it was a very good likeness, but he wanted his father to find a portrait painter in Ireland to repaint the shoulders, because he said Wollaston made them too narrow and sloping, and you will remember that mine are much more broad and square. But that's more or less at least what he looked like, and I point that out because he, there are several other portraits of him in the house that were either done by people who never saw him or long after he died, so they don't, you know, look anything like him. This guy here in the blue shirt with his sleeves rolled up, he's the current holder of Johnson's title. He's Sir Guy Johnson, the 8th Baronet of New York.
Wow.
For being the Baronet of New York, I tell people there isn't really much. People call him Sir Guy, and he gets this tiny little stipend from the British government, part of the settlement with the Johnson family at the end of the river.
How cool.
Pretty much it. But there were only 3 North American baronetcies granted, and Johnson's is the only one that still exists. So, especially amongst the United Empire Loyalists in Canada, they make a big deal about him. So.
Oh, that's interesting.
Does he live in New York?
No, they live outside of London, England.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to run and get another battery. My battery's
I have to
dying.
use the restroom too. Is it in the next
Yep,
building?
yep.
And we will
We're
meet
sure it's
you,
online.
meet you out here?
Sure, yep.
Okay.
Historic sites, they all kind of blend in together after a while,
Correct.
you know?
Yeah. But, yeah, so I understand.
These are a couple of the gun ports they opened up in the
Okay.
1970s. These ordinarily have big tapered wooden blocks with handles. You can kind of jam in here. He actually meets with Braddock in the spring of
Okay.
1755. The parlor in here is probably the most original room in the house. The paneling all dates from its original construction in 1749. Pennsylvania, New Jersey.
Oh, all the way that far.
Yeah, there was another guy named Stewart who was down at, set off the
Right.
French and Indian War, right?
Right.
It's Washington and a group of friends who were Virginia investors
Yes.
who were trying to acquire this giant patent. Something like living in the country. Holy cats. It's only in the past 3 or 4 years, the 20 or 30 visitors are packed up in the attic, summer and winter, sort of dormitory style.
Okay.
In Johnson Hall, the family is in the 2 downstairs back rooms, and the whole second floor is given over to guests.
There you go.
Right? So it's like more like a nice resort.
Question about the paint colors.
Oh dear, yeah, Fort Johnson underwent a fairly major restoration.
Let me just
in the
do this real
1970s.
quick. They don't want me to film, and I understand that. That's your word. Blah, 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 blah.
They're all in us.
Come and see it if you want to see it. So here we are at Johnson Hall in Johnston, New York. And there's the sign down there. And the sign right there. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm out of, am I out? No, let me get out. Okay, this is the grounds. Now this is supposed to be more, he had this built more elaborate than where we're at. He didn't want me to, our tour guide back at Fort Johnson didn't want me to be filming the whole thing, which is absolutely correct. Typically though, I told him that when I go through a museum, I just kind of give a flavor. I might zoom in on a few things, but I just do not want to film the whole thing so nobody shows up. It's just kind of like at the Iroquois Museum. Why film the whole thing? That's not fair for the establishment. We want people to come, or I should say I want people to come and go see this stuff for yourselves. Because it's history, man. It's history, all kinds of history. Of course, Sir William Johnson, as I found out, was more with the history before the Revolution. He was more in like the French and Indian War, Pontiac War, things like that. There's a visitor center and so Sir John Johnson, his son that took over, I'm still wanting to know where he lived. I mean, he did live, he was willed the house Fort Johnson, but the tour begins. Well, we're not touring. We're not going to tour. This is probably the summer kitchen here. Yeah, see, visitor center, but I don't want no friggin' tour. I ain't touring. I'm not touring. Open. Yeah, we're not going to tour.
I want to go inside.
Well, I am. I am, man. Just settle down. Okay.
Wait for you so you can pick up.
Oh, you know, I wasn't even filming. Anyway, I missed all that.
High resolution version of the image through the Albany Institute.
Okay.
They've got a high resolution version of it on there to check out.
Okay.
Greg, we need $13.
Okay.
For a briefer visit, so I will try to not hold you up too long with that. But if there is anything that you'd like more elaboration on.
This is neat. Was this what he was talking about?
Yeah.
Anne?
Yeah, so William could have had, the whole house done in mahogany if he wanted, but it was considered in a lot of ways almost more tasteful to have it done out of some other wood and then at that point.
So what regiment?
The 3rd New Jersey.
3rd New Jersey did that. 1776?
1776, May of 76. For a lot of formal gatherings and socializing. A lot of Native American objects in here. As superintendent of Indian Affairs,
Right.
Sir William was either purchasing or being gifted a lot of what he called his Indian curiosities.
Oh, look at that.
So is anything here original from...
Enslaved servants were supposed to bring a candlestick for every 2 guests, and they would routinely have 30 or 40 guests here at the house.
Right.
So the math doesn't map out quite correctly there.
Right.
But the brass candlesticks were not worth enough to bother with. Yeah, he lived with it for, let's see, just about another 20 years.
Jeez.
by staff here.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And it is a relatively fragile color. Like if it gets bumped or scraped or even roughly rubbed, it'll turn more of like a turquoisey blue.
Really?
But so we try to take good care of it. But as it is, you're seeing this pretty much in the shade it would have been in Spanish it was here.
That is.
They recognized one recreated, and we could prove that that's what it was. But
Them doggone patriots.
they started, well, they
Look at
claimed-
that.
They tried to make two arguments. One, that they didn't do anything to the house except remove a few items of items. They at the St. Patrick's Lodge actually held their first meetings here, stolen,
Here's a
and having reenactors
room
carrying
being
them out of the
redone.
house and just disappearing with them. So this room has changed at times. But generally, one would be used by single gentlemen, one by single ladies, and one by couples who liked it, so they went and put a ring on it. And so you have those three available and set up, and then this one over here would be set aside with a single bed for
Somebody
the most
important,
prominent visitors.
yes. You could tell.
Try-ons here. He covers his trail for him by sitting here, pretending to have a fainting fit so she can destroy papers, delaying the soldier sent to capture him. She gets time and would like to see. I'm happy to pop it open for you.
Well, it is open. I was able to look in.
We're good. We don't need to go
Yeah.
outside.
That works.
But thanks. Okay, so that was gun ports up there.
Yes.
Cool. Let's go see over here. Big gun ports all over the place. I thought it was a summer kitchen. I didn't look up. I did not look up. Here's some verbiage. There's some verbiage over there. I'll get that real quick. I'm not going to sit there and read everything. Very rich man. Very, very rich. This was Williams, and then his son John inherited this too. And you would probably see a lot of Native American Indians all around here for a lot. There it tells the history there. Anyway, if you so interested, come out and see it in Johnstown, New York. So it's a statue of Sir William Johnson. He died before the Revolutionary War, so his son is what I'm really interested in. But we're going to try to find his gravesite here. In memory of Sir William Johnson, Baronet, a man of strong character, colossal pioneer, one of the greatest men of his time, blah, 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 blah. Also, he was a very sickly man. I believe he had 3 wounds from battles. So, anyway, he was in bed a lot is what we were told. This is all his grounds. He did have slaves and indentured servants. I believe he had like 40 slaves, black African Americans, and that's it. I'm trying to find where Sir William Johnson is buried. Came across this. Tribute to, in memory of the soldiers and sailors of the Civil War and Vietnam and Korea. Everybody loves to see these things. 1861 to 1865. And there's a sailor. And there you go. But this is Union Hall, probably a famous post-revolutionary tavern. I got that on my, I found this on my app. Under Louis. Oh, that's wild. The Union Hall. Okay, Ann's looking to find out where he's buried at. Hopefully she can find him. Thinking that this is it. Stanton. I don't care about that. Battle of Johnstown. They're having a concert. See, concert tonight at 7, but we're not. We're not going to be here. I have no idea. I guess we go up this way.
35 cents. About 30 cents. Just 30.
Sir Peter Warren. Geez, there's a whole bunch of Asian trade with settlers and Indians. Interesting. Hi.
Howdy.
Is this where Sir William Johnson is buried? Do you know?
I'm trying. He's probably over by where the house and all that is.
Yeah, no, they
Not
sent
over
us
there?
this way.
He's buried over here somewhere.
Yeah, him and old man Cooperstown. Back in the day, they used to go killing Indians up down the Mohawk River for a living.
Oh yeah. great
His
fun.
family got killed by the Indians.
Well, we don't know. I mean, hell, if we can't find it. Yeah. They are talking about him, Superintendent of Indian Affairs. He's got to be buried here.
Here?
That could be it. No, that's now. What was she famous for again?
Famous.
A what?
Passage of the 19th Amendment.
Here we go.
There he is.
We found it.
Right.
There's a chronology of everything. If you can read that.
His Indian name. I cannot pronounce it, but it translates to "he who does much business."
Oh. Here he is. Let's get him. I'm sorry, I don't want to get in your way. There. Let's see what else. Now he was buried out of this church. Maybe looks like it's open. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that's all about. I need a Coca-Cola though, or something. It looks like it's open. I don't want to be no, not open. Well, it's an Episcopalian, which makes me think he was more English than Irish. You know? You know what I'm saying?
Well, this might have just been the only church in town.
You can find where Elizabeth Cady Stanton
At the site
home.
birthplace home, which is here on the corner of North Market and Main Street.
And you want to see it, and that's fine with me.
But where are we?
There's a Daughters of the Revolution, number 4.
Are we on Main Street?
I don't know. I don't even see 4. 1, 2, oh, okay. That's
Wait,
right.
No. Is this the Presbyterian church?
This is the Presbyterian church.
That's
Okay,
10.
we're going to turn this off.
10.
Okay, so we believe we found it. Well, this is the spot where a house was. Yeah, this is it. Okay.
So it obviously doesn't exist anymore.
No, obviously doesn't. There's a marker. The historical marker app picked up all this stuff. Anyway, that's it. Nothing to look at. So we are in Herkimer, who was the commanding officer, but up in the battle of, what's that? They're parked down there. We're parked in the upper. And there's Nicholas Herkimer. We're gonna find his, we are. See? They're telling a whole bunch of stuff. Palatine migration from Germany, looks like. Purchase ticket visitor center. I don't know. We'll go see. We're gonna double back. We missed Fort Plain. It's closed. And I'm sure I won't be able to film a lot in here, but we're not taking no tours, that's for sure. Let's see, Herkimer House. Oh wow, this is neat.
Been here before? Okay, well, you're in the visitor center right now. And in case you can come back tomorrow or some other day, everything on the property is free. The only thing we charge for is if you actually wanted a tour of the mansion.
Okay.
They go every hour starting at 10 o'clock and the last one goes around 4.
Yes,
Okay.
we think we knew that. No, we'll just go ahead and
Just look around.
look around.
Go
Yeah, this is
ahead.
interesting.
Restrooms? Yes.
Right straight ahead.
Right there?
Yes. Thank you.
I'll wait for you, Ann, because got to double back. Okay, we're at the Herkimer home site, and we got here just in time to go through it. We're going to learn more about that. I'm not going to be doing a whole bunch here. It's just very well done now. Look at the old beams and everything. That's what's kind of cool.
This is cool.
So they're from Germany, the Herkimer.
Worn by Herkimer
Wow, that's
at
cool.
the Battle of Oriskany.
When he got his wound. Herkimer. Look at that. Look at, there was a stamp made on it. Got some nice pistols there. Surrender at Saratoga. We were there, Ann. With Michael being on a cannon like he normally did. Well, this is pretty neat, isn't it? I like it. Here's Fort, what is it? It's a star fort. Fort Herkimer. Bateau. Boat. That I learned about with the Lewis and Clark. I guess this is what we're in, huh? Ann? This is what we're in?
Oh. Yeah.
What's that there? Used to protect the fireplace. That's not, I don't think it's original though. The very little is known of John Herbert's life due to incomplete records of the Dutch Reformed Church at German Flats. And there it is, Drums Along the Mohawk. That's a good movie. Forget how old I was. Drums Along the Mohawk starts at Strand's Theater on Sunday. I guess that's out of the Bible. Yeah, we're gonna go see that obelisk.
Is the home by the obelisk?
Yeah, it's down
Can we
here.
drive there or do we have to walk?
No, it's right outside, I believe. Do not touch. I will not touch. Okay.
Is that his grave?
I don't know. Read it. Let me know.
So,
Well, you would think it would be where I think it is.
it's hard to read. Nicholas Herkimer? Is that his name?
Yeah, how come it ain't where his gravesite is? General Herkimer's house. It's got a nice little museum. Oh, which is his house? Nah, this has got to be it here. Where we're coming. There's a walk to go down to the Mohawk River, which makes it the Mohawk Valley. Yeah, they're redoing some of the roof. But as you learn, he got, well, and I do know this from watching the drums along the Mohawk, that he was wounded at the battle of Oriskany or Oriskany or whatever, and died, I believe, 3 days later. But he was look at that. But he stayed at that's a root cellar there. That's closed up. Yeah, root cellar, cool. There's a well. That's what it looks like over this way. There's his well. Outbuildings that were here. There's that archaeological dig. That's a drawing of what it looked like at one time. Huh. Grist mill. Grist mill. They all had all the what would you call them? Oh, I know what I'll call them. The rich people. The rich people. Gardens. All had these. All the rich people. It was a big thing in the 1700s with the sundial. I guess that was status, and these gardens. I don't know what's that. That was the original gravestone of him. Oh heavens no. Well, it looks like you can drive. I don't know if you want to do it, drive it. Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's a stop sign. Oh boy. Okay, we don't need to do that. I've seen a river before. Maybe not the Mohawk. So what are they saying?
So this would have actually been the front of the house.
Huh.
Facing the river.
Yeah. Well, I'm confused now. I don't know what this is all about. I don't know if I can read it.
So it was like the original house.
Right.
Suggests that an earlier house with a different
Oh,
orientation
okay.
may have been repurposed to construct the current
Ah,
building.
okay. So he did live in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Outbuildings. And then that's his obelisk and where he's buried. The actor that played him in the movie was kind of cool. we go. Everybody owns somebody. He had slaves apparently. I don't know. A lot of Alida Schuler Herkimer was listed as the largest single enslaver in Montgomery County in the 1790 census with 9 enslaved people. The true number of people the Herkimers enslaved is not yet known. Yeah, all those people. I like enslaving people, having free labor. This is interesting though, the Mohawk Valley raids. Yeah, we'll get that in that Fort Plain Museum, I'm sure. Following the collapse of Britain's campaign for New York in October 1777, the threat of hostilities lingered throughout the fringes of New York. Tories and indigenous allies, including Mohawk, Cuyahoga, Seneca, Onondaga, and Delaware, used guerrilla tactics to harass the people of the Mohawk and Schoharie Valley. We were in the Schoharie Valley, weren't we, at one time? In the following years, small raids on homesteads all resulted in theft, destruction of property and crops, even civilian deaths. Some of these raids were planned, but many others happened spontaneously, carried out by opportunistic commanders. And I'm not reading anymore, but as we were driving through the valley, we were getting historical marker hits talking about the various raiding in this valley. We were told that this was kind of the bread basket for a large part of the colonies. So it's kind of like the Shenandoah Valley in the Civil War for the Confederates. But there's this obelisk. And that's what he looked like. I wouldn't know. Horses, maybe? Here's another one. Not the original one. The other one was being damaged by acid rain. And that was inside the museum. Here we go. Defeated? I didn't know he defeated them. I think it was a Pyrrhic victory. In the Civil War, when you come by something like this on a battlefield, that's where a commanding officer was killed. We've seen that down at Chickamauga. And then here's the rest of the cemetery. Huh? Yeah, there's the reproduction. Well, I'm sure acid rain isn't as prevalent as it was when the United States was a manufacturing society. Right there. I think he got, if I'm not mistaken, oh, here we go. We're not going to do any more. We got enough. If I'm not mistaken, his leg was amputated, but I'm pretty sure it was.
Read anything about that.
We're in Herkimer,
Right there.
New York, and we're pretty sure there's a statue of him. There's a statue over that way. Let's see what this is here. It's a Myers Park, if I didn't say that. That's World War I. Yeah, all the people who served Vietnam. Huh. Who died. Look at how many died. Good Lord. This is not a small town. It's pretty. Ah, there he is. There he is. Oh, that's everything I thought it would be. It's kind of cool.
There's over there.
I don't know. We're gonna go over and see.
His dress looked a little too.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Where are you going? Oh, okay. We're gonna hit this from back of him. I seen this on the internet and said I have to come here and see this. Statue. There we go. Let's do him justice here. Let's go over here. We'll get him right there. Pretty cool, isn't it? What do you think? I think it's neat. A little bit closer. Closer. That's him. I like it. I don't know what that's about. There's another one. Another marker.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. We're doing an ACA meeting if you'd like to join us.
A what meeting?
ACA, it stands for Adult Children of Alcoholics and Dysfunctional Families. There'll probably be on about 50 people online in just a minute. They closed the Rise Recovery Center, didn't even tell me, so I got a bunch of people waiting there.
Oh. Well, it's nice to have one in a park, though.
I know. Well,
It's awesome. Okay, let's see who this guy is. We don't. It probably has nothing to do with anything. He looks.
Maybe
What do you
should go to
think?
that
What's?
meeting? I'm an adult child of an alcoholic.
Yeah. You want to stop?
I probably shouldn't have said that on the camera.
No, you probably shouldn't have. Well, your mom don't watch this shit anyway. Okay, who is it? We don't know who this guy is.
Employment in the office of the government gives me more real
What?
satisfaction than all the other deeds of my life.
But do we know who he is?
Is that his name right there?
Yeah, well, can you read it?
No.
I mean, that's his
His
signature.
signature.
Yeah, maybe it talks 1802 to 1890. Here you go.
Statue
Well, it
of the
still doesn't
expression
tell
of
you who the
gratitude
frig
of
he
woman.
is.
Who the hell is he?
Here we go. No. Oh, well,
There
let's
it
see.
is.
No, but that
No.
don't tell who he is.
No, it's just that's the DAR.
DAR. I have no idea.
We did good things for women in government.
Okay, great. Okay, that's it. I am in Utica, New York, and I am waiting for Ann to wake up. But anyway, to my right, I'm on a bridge. To my right is remnants of the old Erie Canal. Right there. Remnants of the Erie Canal. And then, if we walk and don't get hit by a car, we're gonna go and get the film of the Mohawk River, since we're here in the Mohawk Valley, and that is Utica, New York. What you're looking at. And it looks like I won't have too much problems getting hit by a car. Ever since I was a little kid, when I watched the movie Drums Along the Mohawk. Oh, actually, it wasn't that, but never thought I'd be here touring these sites. But what got me was the first time I drove to see my daughter Ann. I think she was in Rhinebeck, New York at the time, working at the Roosevelt and Vanderbilt mansions, and Eleanor's little abode. I was on I-86 for some strange reason in New York, and seen a sign said Oriskany battlefield to the north. Well, that's where I'm going today. So I am like all excited, because I've been wanting to do this for many years. But anyway, you've seen the sign. This right here is going to be the Mohawk River. So let me get it. I don't see any drums though. Don't hear any drums. But anyway, that's the Mohawk. That's the Mohawk River. Right there. It's kind of neat that the tree line comes all the way up. We could have seen this, but it was a long walk when we were at Herkimer house. But we opted not to do that. So anyway, that's that. And there's another shot of Utica, New York. Another thing is, I don't know if I mentioned this, but the Mohawk Valley is formed on the western side as the Catskill Mountains. Or I should say, actually that's not true. It would be the southern portion of the valley is the Catskills. I didn't know that the Catskills came all the way up this way. And then on the other side is the Adirondack Mountains. The other information is that the raiding from the British side was happening almost continuously throughout the Revolutionary War. Most of the time it was led by Joseph Brant, who was a Mohawk Indian, very educated man. I think I already said this, but he could walk, he could function exceptionally in both worlds. I think he was educated in a university or a college, I believe. I think we may find that out. So Joseph Brant, of course, wasn't his real name. His sister Molly, who we understand he was married to Sir William Johnson, and married or had kids with him, whatever, and found out that John, William's son, did not get along with Molly too well, but he apparently got along with Joseph. Here's where we stayed. We were lucky to find this place. For some reason, all the hotels were all booked up all over the place. So anyway, we're like, I don't know, 15 minutes away from the battlefield, and then up to Fort Stanwix, and then where? And then over to, oh, what's her name? Tubman National Park. Harriet Tubman National Park. Ann wants to see a friend of hers. And then down to Newtown Battlefield. So the, what was it? The blah, blah, blah. I was saying it right the other day. The first battlefield we went to. Not menisc. Ah, heck. I can't remember. Anyway, that first battle was in 1779. And then the last one we're going to, Newtown, is also in 1779. The American forces got revenge after the defeat at that's not Menisk. I can't remember. I'm getting old. But anyway, yeah, that's our itinerary today. And Fort Stanwix wasn't called Fort Stanwix in the Revolutionary War, but anyway, that's it.
Was that one that wasn't there?
I guess it's too cold. I guess my camera's too cold.
Was that one that wasn't there anymore?
Yeah, it wasn't there. Well, that was his house.
No, that's... Oh, no, there's his homestead.
Oh, we missed Fort Herkimer. Sucks, man.
Or was that the Plains Museum that we...
Yeah, I think that was his homestead. I don't know. We don't care about that. 1500 feet. It was probably just a stone building. 100 feet east of this spot was the great fort of the Mohawk, protected in 1758 by the erection of Old Fort Schuyler. General Herkimer used this fort August 5th, 1770 on his march to the relief of Fort Stanwix. Well, that's the reason why I came here, was to see the Battle of Oriskany. That was the original intent of coming on this expedition. Oh, that sun. Bad. Okay, now we're gonna go zoom in on what it says up there.
What is this place? Peaceful.
Oh, look at this. What's that all about? Got a mama deer and a baby deer.
They all have babies.
They all got babies, and raccoons, and a fox, and a squirrel, and a black bear with her cub.
Nails are like...
Oh yeah.
some
Shiny.
sort of ceramic.
Yeah.
They're all broken off.
Yeah. Cool. Then we're by the railroad tracks and a hotel. That's a hotel too, and we could have stayed there. But anyway, off to Oriskany. The battlefield is down to our right, but we stumbled across this, so we're gonna go back and take a look. Took a look, see. See, can't see what this says. See, you could walk up here, but General Herkimer's troops entered the ravine at this point. Ah. And the ravine is right there. So
Probably the main part.
yeah, down below. I'm gonna go up here though. I think I'm allowed to park there. I'm almost positive I am. It's gorgeous up here in the valley. I wouldn't doubt if this is where they came up and made their last stand. Let's see. Let's ornish this. To the unknown patriotic soldiers of Tryon County, who under leadership of Colonel Ebenezer Cox, Colonel Jacob Clark, Colonel Peter Bellinger, Colonel Frederick Vischer, followed Herkimer through the bloody Battle of Oriskany, and here on August 6, 1777, checked at St. Legier's advance upon Albany, administering the first defeat to the advancing columns of Burgoyne. Their patriotic sacrifices commemorated by the Mohawk Valley Historic Association and erection of this monument, 1928. Let's get over here. Daughters of the Revolution. On Gorman, who federated the counties of the Oneida, Herkimer, Fulton, Montgomery, Schoharie, and Schenectady into the Mohawk Valley Historic Association, which led through the popular subscription to the purchase of this 46 acres and the erection of the memorial monument to the unknown dead of the Oriskany battlefield. Did you want to read that? I don't want to get in your way. These posts directed by Oriskany chapter Daughters of the American Revolution, organized with the special object of making national park of the... Oh, they want to make this a national park. But
It's 1920 something?
But not gonna happen. There's just a spiel on preserving the park. Oh, look at the pond back here. It's pretty. It's also pretty. Any frogs? Don't hear any. Well, let's go learn about the battle. Huh?
There's this other monument.
That's down there.
Oh.
So I guess we'll see that. Did you come to today? Some people visit Oriskany battlefield to reflect on its hallowed ground or to enjoy its natural beauty and the serenity of this place. Others come to study the logistics of the battle. Still others come to honor the memories and sacrifices of those who fought in 1777. The British campaign of 1777, the British invasion of New York in 1777, attempted to separate the New England colonies from the southern colonies. General John Burgoyne would move south through the Champlain Valley from Canada, while General Barry St. Leger would move west up the St. Lawrence River to the Fort Ontario at Oswego, and then east along the Mohawk. Clinton's army would strike northwards up the Hudson Valley from New York City, meeting the others in Albany. Huh. Okay. Oriskany battlefield stands at the very heart of the American Revolution in Mohawk River Valley. As in past conflicts, in 1777 the valley again became a critical military corridor for the movement of men and materials. The story of the battlefield reflects the subtlety and depth of human experiences. British loyalists with their Seneca and Mohawk sympathizers ambushed colonists and their Oneida allies, each side determined to defend its value and way of life to the death. It was here, on August 6th, at the British campaign of 1777, a strategic effort to isolate New England from the rest of the colonies began to fail. That's a pretty cool portrait. This 1902 painting, The Army of General Burgoyne by Edward Lampson Henry, depicts the British Army marching south along the Hudson River. The early success Burgoyne enjoyed did not bode well for the American Rebellion. After St. Leger's army, 1,200 strong, comprised of British regulars, German mercenaries, and Loyalist divisions working with Native American allies, stalled at Fort Stanwix. Burgoyne found himself increasingly isolated as he approached Albany. He finally surrendered his entire army at Saratoga on October 17th, 1777. And then here's the other one. Relief for Fort Stanwix on August 3rd, 1777, when British General Barry St. Leger reached Fort Stanwix. He found it held by colonial forces and began a siege. Soon after it, to relieve the fort, about 800 men of the Tryon County Militia, commanded by General Nicholas Herkimer, and a contingent of Oneida allies began marching westward down the Mohawk Valley, following the military road. When St. Leger learned of their approach, he dispatched a force of about 100 Loyalist troops and roughly 400 Indians, principally Seneca and Mohawk, to intercept the relief column. Here at Oriskany, hiding in dark forest at the edge of a deep ravine along the military road, the British and Allied Indians ambushed Tryon County, what do you call it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds good. Militia in a bloody battle, facing heavy losses and stubborn resistance. The British and their Native American allies abandoned the fight, leaving the militia badly mauled. The retreating British returned to the fort to find their siege camps raided by the garrison from Fort Stanwix. The assault against the fort continued indecisively until St. Leger's Native American allies withdrew in frustration, ultimately forcing St. Leger to return to Canada and abandon the overall effort to take the Mohawk Valley. Thus, the Battle of Oriskany assisted in derailing Burgoyne's campaign and helped lead to the decisive American victory at Saratoga later that fall. And there's a good depiction of the battle, huh? Despite efforts to move him out of the harm's way, a wounded General Herkimer attempts to direct the battle from a high point north of the ravine, and that's where we were at just before. And then the ambush caught the militia completely by surprise. Many of the militiamen fled through the woods, pursued by Mohawk warriors. Initially disorganized and frightened, many militiamen hid behind trees, fighting for their lives in a small scattered group. And those were paintings done. And then here is the obelisk to the men who fought here. We'll take a march up. No, we got a couple signs here. Revolutionary War Patriots. This marker commemorates the men and women who achieved American independence. These patriots, believing in the noble cause of liberty, fought valiantly to found a new nation, 1775 to 1783. The DAR. Put that one up. Historic New York, site of the Battle of Oriskany, August 6, 1777. Battle of Oriskany was one of the bloodiest engagements of the American Revolution. British and Indians were ambushed the Tryon County militia as they were marching to the relief of Fort Stanwix in Rome, New York. We are going there next. General Nicholas Herkimer, though wounded, rallied his forces and directed the fighting until the enemy fled. Defeated at Oriskany and unable to force a surrender at Fort Stanwix, the British retreated to Canada. These reverses with their defeat at Saratoga thwarted Burgoyne's plan to divide the colonies by conquering New York. So they felt that, from I believe reading, that if they would cut off New England from the rest of the colonies, that the revolution would wither away, because most of the hothead patriots were in New England. Now I can't see this, so I can't read it. Here the Battle of Oriskany was fought on the 6th day of August AD 1777. I can't read it. I got the sun in my eyes, but it's draped. I have a wreath here. Also, you know, I walked up on that. I wanted to get the flowers there, the plants. Let me get out of your way, Ann. See, that's kind of cool. The place doesn't open till 10, so we're gonna walk the trails, I guess, prior to that, if Ann feels up to it. If Ann feels up to it. Well, I will. You can wait. You can wait for me. See, sun in the eyes. Let's see what we can do. It's a militiaman bayoneting an Indian. I don't know if there's a visitor. I don't know if there's a visitor center. That is it. I have no idea. And there's the people who fought here and probably died. It's pretty interesting. Too much. Here's that. And then that. Let's get the other side. That you think is it? Could be. I wouldn't doubt it. But here's a look at where the battle took place, I'm assuming. And there's General Herkimer, wounded up against a tree or whatever, directing his troops. Well, here we go. We got signage to tell us how it all worked out. There we go. The rally, both sides regrouped during a driving rain. Herkimer's troops concentrated here, forming in a regular circle. The attackers were on all sides. He got up on top of a hill, which is advisable. A clash of cultures. The outbreak of the Revolutionary War in 1775 inflamed existing divisions within the Mohawk Valley's European communities and eventually affected individuals as well as tribes of the Iroquois Confederacy of the Six Nations. Forced to choose sides in conflict, neighbors fought against neighbors and brothers against brothers. Men suspected of supporting a king were required to sign oaths of loyalty to Congress and a revolutionary cause. Those who refused were harassed and sometimes badly beaten. Many fled with their families to Canada for safety. As European tensions rose, debate within the Iroquois Confederacy toyed at the centuries tradition of the Great Peace that bound the tribes together. Unable to remain neutral, the Iroquois Confederacy split over which side to support. Most of the Oneida and Tuscarora supported the revolution and fought with the New York militia. Most Mohawk and Seneca warriors fought with the British. The Cuyahoga and Onondaga remained neutral until 1779. Individuals throughout the Iroquois Confederation, however, were free to follow their own convictions. The great majority of militiamen were of Palatine German descent and had strong historic reasons for disliking the British and fighting for greater personal freedom. These poor signs, they start to get worn out, weathered, being in the snow. The Iroquois...
Really.
No, not really?
I said it's the sun that does that.
Is it the sun? Okay. The Iroquois Confederation of the Six Nations included the Seneca, Cuyahoga, Onondaga, Tuscarora, Oneida, and Mohawk. And
It's pronounced Oneida.
Oneida?
You keep saying Oneida.
Well, EI.
I think it's Oneida.
Okay, Oneida. I'm sorry. See, that's why I have my daughter with me. She corrects me. And my pronunciations.
You say things so weird.
Huh?
You say things so weird.
Do I?
Yes.
Did I say Cuyahoga? Cuyahoga? That's right.
I think that's
Seneca,
right. Yeah,
Onondaga,
that's right.
Tuscarora,
Sounds right.
Mohawk.
Sounds right.
Shit.
The only one was Oneida.
Okay, Oneida. Like I said, I think their reservation is up around Green Bay. Anyway, Iroquois clan mothers urged their tribes not to get involved with the revolution as it was a white man's war. They should have listened to them. Yeah, so that movie that Ted Turner, the same company that did Gettysburg, has a movie and it's on YouTube and it's called Broken Chains. And Pierce Brosnan is plays Sir John Johnson. Buffy St. Marie plays one of those clan mothers who urged against fighting. Who else is in there? Was it Russ Studi? He's only in it for a while. Anyway, and the Valley Homes was great mourning. In the Valley Homes was great mourning for such a small population. The losses were almost overwhelming. In some families, the male members were wiped out, and it was many a long, weary year before the sorrow and suffering caused by the sacrifices at Oriskany had been forgotten in the Valley of the Mohawk. Nelson Green, who wrote about the history. So, there's got to be a trail. A trail here somewhere. That's very small, but it may be good. Do we know where the trail starts? That takes us up to where we were at. I mean, I'd like to just go into the ravine. What, hon? But I think this was all forested back in them days. That there wasn't many settlements up this way. I don't know. I don't know where to... We gotta go into the ravine. I do anyway. Go walk around. No monuments, nothing like that, like at Civil War battlefields. And some Revolutionary War. Saratoga had some. That was neat. Saratoga was neat because they had stakes in the ground showing, using colored markers or paint on the stakes to show where the forces were at. Red for the British, of course, and blue for the Americans. And I can't see. Oh, way up there, Ann. Way up there. I'm gonna keep this on. Walk the field of battle for the United States independence. I think it's up here. I've seen a marker. This is like walking the Pratzen Heights. Of course, it was all in snow over in the Czech Republic. A lot of walking. Yeah, you just don't want to watch it. Nobody gives a fuck about it. Nobody gives a heck about battlefields and such. Nobody will watch this except me and my 3 subscribers. Boy, am I making a ton of money having my own YouTube channel. Boy, oh boy. I'm hoping I'm going the right way to the... Well, there's some stuff up here. Okay. We were at the Saratoga battlefield on our way up to Lake George to vacation. Michael was with us on that vacation. We had such a great time. The ambush, August 6, 1777. Isn't that a shame? This probably was a beautiful picture. The past painting depicts 2 kettles. We'll probably see this in the visitor center though. The painting depicts 2 kettles together. And I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Assisting her husband, Anita Chief blah blah Dox Tater. That's a neat name. In the battle after he was wounded. So here we go. Sir John Johnson and Joseph Brant prepared an ambush along the military road to Fort Stanwix, where it passed through this ravine. When most of the militia, that's the American militia, had entered their trap, the hidden Mohawk and Seneca warriors attacked. Johnson's Royal Greens blocked the road to the fort, while Mohawk and Seneca fired a sudden volley, killing hundreds in an instant, and then charged with tomahawks and knives. The fighting was close, savage, and personal. Survivors of the initial strike were grouped on higher ground west of the ravine, where we were just at, and waged a more organized defense by fighting in pairs, one man reloading his musket while the other fired. The Battle of Oriskany lasted over 4 hours. As the afternoon wore on, the Mohawk and Seneca grew discouraged and eventually left. Johnson's Royal Greens ultimately retired as well, leaving the militia badly damaged but not destroyed. After the battle, the few devastated militiamen and the Anita left standing could only care for a few wounded. According to oral tradition, the Anita saved many of the wounded militiamen by hiding them until they could be removed under the cover of darkness. Most of the dead were left on the battlefield. Loyalist rebel colonists Native American warrior tangled together. Early historians suggest that some of the bodies were buried in a series of mass graves, some as early as 1795. Today, the entire battlefield is recognized as hollow ground because people were buried around here. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Who won? That depends on your point of view. Although the Tryon County militia held the battlefield at day's end, they failed to relieve Fort Stanwix, suffered 500 plus casualties and lost most of their commanders, including General Nicholas Herkimer. The British failed to regain the valley or move on to support General Burgoyne's army at Saratoga. I'm going to say the Americans won. Might have been a Pyrrhic victory, though. Sir John Johnson and the other loyalists became refugees, never recovering their homes in New York. The Mohawk Seneca and Oneida, that's my daughter, she whispered that in my ear, not only lost lives and property, but also suffered from a lasting rift in the Iroquois Confederacy of the Six Nations, which that movie is about. Broken chains. Why I can't remember that?
I don't know why you can't remember.
Because I'm old and stupid. That's why. How's that sound? I think this is it. That's where it starts. So we're going down into the ravine where they were ambushed. Military Road. Joseph Brant, familiar with the terrain, probably selected the place of ambush where a small stream crossed the military road. The military road of 1777 was about 10 rods. What's a rod, Ann? North of the present highway. So we have no idea. We don't know what's north, east, or west here.
Well,
but anyway,
the present
highway's there, and it's 10 rods north. Oh, whatever. Oh, no bicycles beyond this point. Here we go, into the ravine. Where most of the, well, where the ambush took place. At least. Not the whole battle, though. This will take us up where we were at, but we're not going to go all the way up there. We're just go into the ravine, right? And then come back. I would suggest there's no sense. What, hon?
We were already at the other side.
Yes, I know. There's no sense in going all the way up unless there's a marker.
Well, that's what you told me. The map was all over.
Oh, you got, well, how did I know? You didn't tell me. Eesh. Women. Oof. Couldn't you see being in this and fighting? Look at that.
Yeah.
Ambush.
The last marker until you get to the top.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll just walk to the bottom, and where it starts to go up, we'll just turn around. The militia column, on its way to the relief of Fort Stanwix, marched into this ravine. August 6, 1777, and were ambushed by Loyalists and British. The attackers came out of hiding in the woods on the west. See, the south and north, so
all sides.
almost all sides. Well, not east, not where they came in from. So this must be east. This must be east, and I'm saying this is going to be east. And they were all around here. All around here. Oh, all around here.
The road was.
Well, isn't that it? This is east and west.
Yes.
So yes, this is where the militia came in.
Ambushed them here.
Ambushed them all in here. You don't know what it looked like back in them days. So.
Up of the hill, that said that's where General Herkimer's troops entered the ravine, so they were coming this way. Yes,
correct. Yes, came from, and then there it is up there. We're just gonna, here's the creek. Creek is still flowing, but we don't need to walk all the way up there. Any little fishies? Or frogs? Don't see any, just...
Oh, there are little fishies.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see them. Yeah. See if we can catch them. I mean, catch them on the...
And those weird surface.
Yeah. Are you walking all the way up there? Babbling brook. I thought they came back up that way, but actually they managed to go up that way. So they came in down the ravine there, got ambushed here and there, and then that's pretty amazing that they fought their way through and got up on the hill where the obelisk is. Isn't that pretty interesting though? So they get ambushed down here, coming this way. But you would think that they would have retreated up there, but they fought their way up to where the obelisk is. Pretty interesting. Okay. So I mean, if they were walking along the war road, wouldn't you think it would have came down here? Instead of up that way. Why would they go into a ravine? Ain't for me to think that one out.
Wasn't up there. They probably like built stuff to make the road.
Correct.
Go over this street.
Okay, we're gonna stop this. Okay.
The orange, like state thing is a New York State Metal Historic Marker.
Okay.
And then
blue is what?
The interpretive sign.
Okay, and that's what we've been reading.
And the orange triangle is a stone and bronze marker.
Okay. But we've seen everything.
Yeah, we got them.
Now we gotta wait till 10 to get into the visitor center. I ain't done yet. So the British and their allies are hiding in there, and the troops are marching. I don't know why Herkimer didn't have Oneida Indians out in front as skirmishers, or you know, you would think, but here they're all walking together and then they get ambushed.
Well, they had supply stuff with them, so they had oxes.
Yeah.
That's what they're called, oxen.
Oxen? Yeah.
With wagons.
Okay.
They said there was at least one woman with them.
Okay. Well, there's the one Indian's wife was with them. But you mean a white woman?
Oh, I don't know. Just on the interpretive side, it said at least one woman.
Well, then it would have that would have been a white woman, of course. Okay. And then they fought their way through and got up there. That's pretty impressive, actually. Near this spot stood we just came up out of the ravine. Near this spot stood the beech tree, which during the Battle of Oriskany sheltered the wounded General Herkimer while he gave orders while he gave orders that made Saratoga possible and decided the fate of a nation. Well, that's pretty friggin' cool. But
that tree's not here anymore.
No, but I wonder why they chose to put that there, but they said they were up around there. I guess there was enough of them to be filling this. This was all wooded, I'm sure. The only thing was a hacked war road through the wilderness.
Let's go through the back the way we came because it's shorter grass.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, my socks are getting wet from the dew. So you're saying this tree here?
This one right here.
Which one? There?
The pine.
Oh, let's go. And that is what then?
It's called the Oneida White Pine of Peace, but I don't know why.
Huh. Yeah, why not? Maybe we'll have to ask.
Yeah.
And hopefully we got the right tree. But
I'm pretty sure there's no other pine trees.
No, I agree. I wonder when it was planted. Here, let me get that. Zoom in on it. I like that. So I wonder what why the Oneida piece, when in essence
They fought with the
Iroquois all broke up.
Americans, right?
Yeah. It'd be interesting to follow that history, because when the Americans after the Revolutionary War wanted that land in Ohio, Western Reserve, plus the land between the Miami rivers, they went and negotiated with the Iroquois, because the Iroquois claimed the Ohio territory. So if they broke, I know, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know how that all worked out.
Some of them stayed allied while others went off.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, whatever. Maybe it was just the Oneida and what was the other one that fought with the Americans? How soon we forget. How soon I forget. Me neither. Here, no, there's no. Yeah, you're right, Ann. This is the only one. But no marker. No marker. Huh? Yeah, I wouldn't be touching. No other. Okay. I forgot this when I got that one there. I didn't see this. Gratefully placed in partnership with the Oneida Indian Nation, May 17th, 2023. Friends and Allies for 250. Oh, Friends and Allies for 250 years. Cool. Thanks, Ann. I would have missed that. That's the entrance with two pillars into the park. Inside the visitor center. You can pause it if you want to read it.
In 1775, the first shots of the Revolutionary War were fired. Britain's American colonies were in open rebellion against their king and country. From New England to Georgia, and from the Atlantic coast to the western frontier, the conflict spread like wildfire. As a center of trade, politics, and social influence, the colony of New York was at the heart of the action. Nearly 1/3 of the battles of the American Revolution were fought in New York. But the real story of the war goes beyond the military and political figures that orchestrated it. Women, enslaved and free black people, and native nations all played pivotal roles in the conflict. People experienced the violence firsthand as battles tore across the landscape. Neighbor fought neighbor. Families were torn apart. Homes and farms were raided and burned to the ground. Some fought for freedom or honor, others for personal gain. But what was the real cost of the war? And who benefited? Explore New York's role in the founding of the United States. Uncover the stories of people so often overlooked in American history. Revisit the Revolution.
Cool. Wow. So you can hit what sites? That is neat.
Where are we?
We should be over
Here?
Yeah. Watkins Glen. No. As the blue is, yeah, that's where we're going to be going.
Look, that's the name that we were looking for.
Yeah.
Haudenosaunee.
Well, wait,
It's the Iroquois, is the native pronunciation, or
Oh,
name of the
okay.
Iroquois. Okay, this one,
That's where we're going.
Newtown Battlefield. Oh, so we're over here still.
Yeah, we're up here. Yep.
There we are.
There we are. And then hit, what's number 2? No, I'm sorry, up here.
Fort Ontario. But I wanted to see what this one was.
Yeah, that's
Oh, that's
Stanwix.
Port Stanwix.
That's where we're
That's
going
where we're
next.
going next.
And there's the one we were at. No, oh, that's at Fort
Today's
Delaware.
Fort Delaware, authentic
Do
recreation.
you remember?
Oh yeah, we didn't go
But
inside.
how come, what was the first, Minisky?
Minnesink, I don't think it's on
Minisink.
here.
No, it's
That's
not.
what's
Why
around
wouldn't they
here.
have Yeah, right there, right by there.
Yeah.
They missed one. They clear cut all the virgin forests down. Even by that time in the valley, I believe. (1884). They did this. Let's see if I can get this better. Look at this one here.
see Johnson Hall on there.
Is that, I'll get that. Good picture here of what the militia was wearing. Here it shows the road. And it did go through the ravine. Pause. Because I want to stand here and read this stuff myself. This is the one we were at yesterday, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The one in Johnstown, New York. Joseph Brandt. There. Okay, so it was called... Huh. Okay. So, Fort Stanwix was called Fort Schuyler.
I saw that.
Okay. I'm going to read this stuff. I never got this. This is on the neighbor versus neighbor. ready, Ann?
Yes.
I can read this stuff at home by pausing it. Oh, you big baby. Fort Stanwix. This is in Rome, New York.
Oh, I forgot my book.
You forgot your book.
Give me your keys.
Jesus. Okay, she did forget her book. Okay. Well, anyway, this is it, and it's getting close to be the 248th, I think Ann said, of the anniversary of this. So I'm just gonna go through this and take a look, because they're selling stuff here. And Ann's got to go back and get her passport book so she can get a stamp. Probably won't buy anything though, because I don't want to. I gotta uncollect stuff. But I gotta wait for Ann. Discover how courage, survival, and success against the odds shaped history. The outcome of the American Revolution and the opening of the West during both wartime and peace hinge upon events at this gateway between East and West. Experiencing the impact of the events through the eyes of the 18th century people discover their story through the evidence they left behind. So where is this at? The Marinus Willett Collection Management and Education Center. We don't. Could you try that again? I got to figure out how to do this without having to do that.
Yes, you could probably do some sort of knot.
Yeah, you know, but I got to be able to get. We don't want a knot.
I'm gonna do a knot, but it's gonna be just one.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Oh, this is what I just bought from the Oneida Nation. So there's the visitor center. We're gonna go in there here shortly. Ann's got her passport book. 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Fort hours 9:30 to 4:30. We're here. We got plenty of time. Look at the kitties. Oh, look at that. That is cool. Okay, and I like it. National Monument.
He's coming home.
Wow, what you saying after?
Gateway between the East and the West. For centuries, water was the easiest way to move people, goods, and ideas. Hundreds of tons of trade goods passed over the Oneida carrying place. Here, raw materials sent east with the Great Lakes region passed by manufacturing goods hidden west.
We gotta get like a little thing.
Historical document.
Not a historical document, but it showed the bartering that took place. You want one of these, Ann? I don't. I always get these things and then I. Okay, because then I go home. Hold on. Okay. Oh God, don't do that. No, you're okay. Not in Civil War. Oh, there's a ton in here for King and Country, American Patriots, people with a long house. Let's do like I did the other place. So I can read this. And I leave here.
So they sent that over how many people? 400?
Let's go!
We're looking for the person. If they're, like, if we can't find our maintenance person, we've got equipment right here. Yeah, brand new, like, right back to home. With that. Yeah, she just has it ready to go. Oh, okay. So you mentioned it first shot. Yeah.
There's so much to look at. Here's Fort Niagara. We were there. Fort Niagara. I never was there. The Roos. Oh man, it's a Roos family. Thought it was a Roos family. Nope. Right there. Where we're at now, Oriskany, Flats. It's just too damn much.
The average age of the military is like 22.
Let's just go around here. Yeah. We're just gonna go around here. Take a look at it. I'm just gonna walk through here so you can see it. Because I am not gonna sit here and be filming all this stuff. I'm gonna be reading this stuff. This is the visitor center, and I'm going to turn this off and start reading. Nan's watching. What are you watching, Nan? A cartoon. I'm not going to film this thing. Yeah, if you want to read all this stuff, come for yourselves. Just giving you a look at what it is. It really does a great job, as the National Park Service does. Oops, I'm not allowed to show that, do that. So I'm going to go around this way. I'm gonna go watch the movie and come back and read this stuff later. Just a snippet of what they did. That's the Oriskany Battle. I smell marijuana. Get away from me. Oneida Nation. Look at the little ones. Yay! Awesome. Thanks, Sam.
Residing on a Dogger Reservation. So this next dance that we're going to do is what we call Oriskany or the women's shuffle dance. And this dance derives from our creation story. We say that in that story, in the beginning of the earth, when the world was new, a woman fell from the sky world. And as she was falling, different water birds caught her on their wings and placed her on the back of this giant turtle.
I gotta do this. Get ready to change out my battery. Sorry, but my battery's going. Could you hold that, huh?
Successful. And when she placed that dirt on that turtle's back, she began to hear this song and this dance in her mind. She began to do this dance, and each time she went around that turtle's back, the island grew and grew. And that's how we say we got North America, or Turtle's Island. So this dance is in honor of that creation story, this Oriskany or women's shuffle dance. We invite all you women to come out and join these ladies for this dance.
Had to put in a new battery. Bummer.
Come on out, don't be shy. Come on out for the women's dance.
Sorry. This is so neat. Yay! You want to get going? Okay. So now we're going to go see the fort. And it's a typical European star fort. And hopefully we get to experience it. I'm sure we will. Working on an ancient trail for centuries, American Indians, traders, soldiers, and travelers crossed over this very path. Here, goods and ideas were exchanged. The name of the portage This portage trail between two river systems is the Oneida carrying place. It serves as a major east-west route linking the Atlantic to the Great Lakes when waterways were the lifeblood of the trade. Okay, this is cool, but I wish we could go to the Oneida carrying place on the Mohawk River. Let's see. It surely isn't in walking distance, Ann. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they have some information on where we can go down to where they believe the carrying place was. Indians had such neat names for you know, because that's where they carried the goods.
Okay.
And it was a
You want to tell them
board.
that I was pronouncing it the right way the whole time?
I did. I told them. It is Oneida, not Anita. What the hell do I know? There's a fort community.
Oh.
Fort Stanwix is best known for the 1777 siege, but such dramatic events were not a feature of everyday life here. Limited space inside the fort forced some soldiers and a few of their wives and children to live outside the walls. A unique community formed outside the fort. Working there for daily rations, the women and children did laundry, nursing, and the most menial tasks, forming the backbone of their day-to-day life. They are the unsung heroes of the fort. There's somebody. Looks like you, Ann, when you're in full gear. Oh, goose crap. We always got goose crap. I am going to save my battery. We got Harriet Tubman to do, and Newtown River. So as some of you know, oh, well, let's do this first. So their voice is heard. Built on the foundations of the original 18th century fort, this reconstruction provides insight into the experience of those who lived here. Their stories are preserved in recreated rooms, barracks, and exhibits. Their stories are told from the artifacts, documents, and evidence they left behind. Anyway, so I know that the Oneida Nation also has presence up around Green Bay, Wisconsin, and I asked when I bought my wristband, or whatever you call it, that was a different band of Oneida who moved up there. There's Rome, portions of Rome, New York, the Romans. Here's another. Shachaleh. Here's the entrance into the fort. The Oneida is another fact that branches up in Green Bay has a casino. Guardhouse. And then Fort Stanwix. Here's defending the Mohawk Valley. Fort Stanwix is large and well situated. The examination of this fortification gave me a better idea of the strength and importance of a fort than anything I have ever before saw or read. Captain Joseph Bloomfield, 1776. Okay. And see, they had that, and they had bathrooms. Pretty cool. So you get over that, and then you get the moat, the dry moat, trench, whatever you want to call it. That's awesome. Another cannon. craft fair events on the lawn and a visit inside the fort. They're even inside here. Oh, I'm gonna run out of juice. I'm just gonna have to use my phone for Newtown or Harriet Tubman. I'm not all
You
that.
don't have to film everything either.
I don't have to fuss through this. Bomb proof. Musty in here. I'm not sure where this all goes. This is kind of cool. And into here. Whoa! Wow. We need lighting. It looks like a quarters though. Alright, I'm gonna go through this. I need battery power later on. Watch yourself if you go in there, because it's a windy, and when you see lights, slow down. Forts are forts. We've seen plenty of them, but this one's interesting. I guess this is where they cooked. They got that sectioned off. Oh, okay. So they have people giving you information.
How are you doing today? I'm doing well, thank you.
Here's a mortar.
And this is the guardhouse area. Originally, the guardhouse was a whole separate building, would have been sitting right out in front of where we are now.
Okay.
We decided not to rebuild that during the construction. So
I love cannon. Don't know what shot they do there. But, I want to get up on the battlements. This is a well-made fort. This is where they flogged people. They flogged them. Those are sentry. Stay out of the rain. Well, like I said, we've seen forts. Original, that's kind of cool. Orderly room. Events quarters. He had the best. Of course he had the best. And staff room and dining room. I want to get the battlements out. The battlements. The officers' quarters, surgeon's day room. And now to the... Oh, I can't go to the battlements? The hey? Some people there, I gotta go. No. We're out up on the battlements? Come on, guys. You gotta let us up there. Seen enough of those other forts. Ow! But I really like how they laid this out. This is actually too cool. See what this is back here. You got a lot of things roped off though. I think that's another way in the fort. I've seen people up on the battlements. Maybe it's only one portion that you can go up on. Artillery room. trench coat. A regular, not a militia.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Let me turn this off.
But I hadn't actually seen it.
Yeah.
It was in there. How's your mother, coming along, but very frustrated.
Wonder what denominations other than Anglican. I would think all kinds. Okay. Now, to find a way to go up onto the battlements, they say that you can go up where it's not roped off. Ah, there we go. That's why I seen them up there. Now, we've been, you know, at Fortress, Louisbourg, Boonesboro, so many forts that I can't even remember them all. But this one's pretty cool. Oh, Fort Niagara. That was a neat one. They were on Lake Erie. There we go. Okay, so this is the only way they allow you to look out. And everybody knows why star forts were so impressive. And they're dancing. I'm so impressive, not impressive. We're so well designed. Because you have the opportunity for crossfire, protection from each side, if you didn't know that. I like the one that isn't in the dress. She knows the words and everything. She's singing. Okay, I think that's it for Fort Stanwix. Not a fine ant. And on the Harriet Tubman. No, I ain't done yet. So these century towers, century houses. There's one right up there. That's kind of cool. So they must, oh my gosh, must have had a drawbridge. I mean, the chain and everything. Look at that. Must have horses or mules or oxen or something on chains, and they do go out that way, and there you go. Okay, this is the Oneida Indian Nation who stood with the Patriots, them and Tuscarora, I believe.
So the Seneca were with
Yeah.
the Loyalists.
But the Oneida today, through extraordinary perseverance, the Oneida have reclaimed over 18,000 original acres of sacred sovereign homelands, the most since 1824. About half the nation's 1,000 members currently live on these lands, which include Turning Stone, which opened in 1993 as New York State's first casino. Today, the Oneida Indian Nation is a vital economic engine and one of New York's largest employers, proudly honoring tradition and culture while investing in a stronger future for its members and community. So why is a nation's culture about religion or the start of whatever, however anything started, because every people's has a beginning story, any better or any worse than the book in Genesis? Any better, any worse? That's my slant. That would have surely been a Herculean effort to get up here, to get into the fort.
I bet I could do it.
Huh?
I could do it.
You could do it because you're a badass. See, there's that other entrance up there, Ann. So, being besieged, everything, all the British and their allies are all around this place. But they got discouraged. If you ever watched the movie Last of the Mohicans, that's what you would have to have sappers building trenches diagonally, and then to get up and put a trench in where you could put your mortars in and batter, well, send shells inside, or whatever you call them, water for the garrisons. So they went down to the Mohawk, you think? No, diverted. Oh, okay. Ah, okay. But you know, you send mortar shells into the interior, but you also have to batter down. But those are awesome walls. How thick they are, with earth behind them. Pretty daggone hard to do. There, that explains it there. The British gun battery of 4 cannons and 4 mortars was located near the red brick high-rise building you see today in front of you. Where? That
big? It's not a high-rise building.
No. Well, anyway, that's where the British, see, they usually use sappers to get close. Maybe that's the closest they could get. Without getting fired on by the American
cannon. Notice they
cannon.
did pronounce it Leger in the video.
Oh, they did? Leger, not Ledger?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
or leisure.
Leisure. Yeah, it is leisure. So I was saying Saint Leger, L-E-G-E-R, it's leisure.
But the Google guy was saying Leger.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, listen to that. That's Led Zeppelin. Look at those. That's amazing. Okay, we're almost done. We've got one more or two more. During the August 1777 siege of Fort Stanwix, British forces dug trenches, like I said back there, near the site. This attempt to bring their guns closer to the force powder magazine located in the bastion in front of you failed. At the end of the 3-week siege, the trench was abandoned and complete. I wonder how that, well, they had spies. I was going to say, how in the world did they know that where the powder rooms were? 1784. Huh, that's interesting. That was right here. Right where we stand. There's something over there we're gonna go take a look at.
Oh, unknown soldiers.
Ah, cool. This is across the street. We're not allowed in now. Fort Stanwix. DAR. Is it DAR? Is the R missing? Here rests unknown soldiers of the American Rebellion. There you go.
No, it says Revolution.
Oh, it says Revolution. I missed. Okay. There you go. Stumbled across this place when we were trying to get out of Rome. Get out of Rome. When in Rome, do what that. Give them by. Okay, so it's a statue, but I have to get in front of it before I film it. Oh, it's Casimir again? No, is it? No, it isn't. It's what's his name? Yeah. So he's a brigadier general, but how in the heck are you supposed to read it? Like that, but I can't see because I got the sun right in my eyes. I don't know if I'm coming in. I mean, coming in good enough. We can read about him though. Brigadier General. So I don't know how the American Army was. A brigade was typically 3 regiments. 2 or more regiments. Nope, 1 or more. There's a memorial park over there. What is it? What's it say? But not anything about that guy there, huh? Well, you know, what's this over here? Oh. See what I was talking about, zigzag trenches. Ah, so the trench work was in here also. Cool. Rome Historical Society. That's what we pulled into. So continue on. Regiment was 1, 2, up to 5. At least this is the Napoleonic Wars anyway. To 5 regiments, and a regiment was made up of typically, I don't know, 1 to 3, 4 battalions. Anyway. Hello, sir.
Good morning. What state is that?
That is Ohio.
Oh, yeah. I haven't
Yes,
seen
sir.
one very often.
No.
I'm married to Ohioan. Isn't that how you say
Did you?
Ohioan?
That is absolutely correct.
People was in the syndicate.
Huh?
People were in the syndicate.
The syndicate? Wow. That's awesome.
Gangsters.
Yeah. Up in Cleveland, I'll bet. Or Youngstown.
No, I go to the town.
Okay.
It's just the state of Ohio.
Okay, okay. Well, you have a good day, sir. Mohawk River Trail. We have to go see a beautiful part of the Mohawk River. We don't have far to go. Instead of the, hi.
I still don't think it's very,
What?
wide.
It's very, very disappointing, but there's the Mohawk River. If you can see it, we're expecting it to be open where we could go down to the water. But the carrying something, the Oneida carrying was there. There's
duckies and
is there ducks?
Yeah.
Where?
Okay.
Yeah, there's duckies. You ain't gonna be able to see them in here. Well, anyway, so damn it. I wanted to be along the Mohawk standing with no trees. Do this again. Because I can lift this up like that high. And you can see it. But I want to I wanted to dip my toes into the Mohawk River, damn it.